cannot quite believe the words coming out of my mouth, but get ready with me for a third date in Marbella. You might actually hear some Instagram reels playing out in the background of this video, but I'm scared if I ask him to stop, we may have our first domestic on our hands. I will, however, ask that the dollies have sent us in some questions. Now, you're... What?
You're doing a Q&A?
Yeah, I'm doing a Q&A. Well, the Q&A to get ready with me. Oh no, did I leave my good mirror? Am I stupid? The dollies, you guys, have sent in some like boy-related advice, dilemmas. We're also going to sort of debrief over our holiday because tonight is actually our last night. We're so sad. We were supposed to go home today, but we extended on another trip. And don't worry, there's an entire vlog of this whole trip coming because I have no chill on the internet. And I also have about 30 minutes to get ready, which is always fantastic. Don't know what to say, don't know what to do. I was thinking you could give your advice. Some of the girls, like, you know, they might be like, oh, I can't tell, does he like me, does he not?
Yeah.
You're a boy,
yeah.
So you can say fair and square how it is, because...
how to know if a girl likes you? Wait, if a boy likes you? How to know if a boy likes you?
Well, I'm going to let the questions roll in for a second. I asked you guys for questions on Instagram. If you do want to be involved in these videos, make sure you go and follow me on my Instagram. I'm such a real YouTuber, aren't I?
That's proper like YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you still say...
break.
Are you going to say hit like and subscribe button?
You just reminded me, hit the like and subscribe button.
You say smash the like.
Smash that subscribe button. Fuck the like. And dry hump the notification bell.
I have to throw objects at you while you
No, don't do that.
and you
Please
have to
don't.
dodge them, okay?
No. The whole world will know your name. Before this, we were staying in a hotel called the Grand Marbella Hotel. Oh my goodness, I could not recommend it enough. If you're coming, this is tripping. It was so beautiful. The service was amazing. It's like a 15-minute drive from like Puerto Banús area, like 20-minute drive from Old Town, so it's pretty close to everything. We also linked up with Jim whilst we were out here, who I'm sure you guys know Jim is one of my best friends, and I actually come out here with him and the girls every single year, so that was really fun. Our plans for this evening are to go to Sexy Pasta and then I think get a few drinks around Puerto Banús area. My favorite area to go to in Marbella is like Puente Romana area. If you're coming, it's got loads of really gorgeous restaurants. We went to a restaurant called Gaia on the first night. I feel like I shouldn't be telling you too much of this because we do still have the vlog coming. It's been a very romantic, lovely time, although has it been that romantic because he had the worst jet lag ever. He's been away for quite, well, like a month, so been living on a completely different time zone for a month. Contracted the most awful flu, got rid of the flu, has since passed the flu on to me, but I'm viewing it as a bonding experience. We share everything over here. What are you watching?
People pay $100,000 a month to receive the President of the United States social media posts before the general public can see them, because what he posts on social media affects the stock market, and that information can be used to like leverage the stock market.
Do you guys feel like that about me? Would you pay £100,000 a month to watch my YouTube videos before they came out? Let me know.
Talk about this stuff in the video.
No.
They need to know.
They don't. They like come here for an escape from the world.
They need to know about the federal government's insider trading.
He keeps telling me my face is yellow as well. Okay. Is it yellow?
Well, you're wearing a yellow gown, so it's hard to tell because nothing's gonna let yellow next to that gown. You know what I mean?
I can't see what I'm doing. I'm gonna look all shades of funky tonight because I'm doing my makeup in the world's tiniest mirror.
Everyone you met, you gotta let go, or you're not gonna make it out gold.
Too Faced Buttermilk bronzer, although I'm sure it looks like I've just smeared mud all over my head. And these Too Faced peach products, they brought them back. I don't know if you guys remember like all the peach range. Oh my god, I can like smell it holding it this far away from my head. How impressive. You ready for some questions?
Yep, I'm ready.
A boy asked, how does one win over a girl like you? Go on, how do you do it, boy?
Well, this answer specifically for this boy. What he needs to do is book a flight to
Marbella.
Uzbekistan. Leave all his belongings at home.
Can you speak like a little bit louder?
And wait for you to come back.
What? Hello? What? Kazakhstan?
No, Uzbekistan.
If the vibes are off on a first date and I want to leave, how would I say that nicely? Lie, 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 lie. The best thing a woman can do is lie. You have a friend. No, this is amazing advice. You have a friend on standby and you tell them that you're going on a date and you have like a little signal, like a little emoji that you can text them. If the date's not going well, you text them that emoji, they'll call you up and like you pretend that person is your flatmate. If you're not gonna see that person again, like even if you live on your own, it doesn't matter because they're never gonna come to your house. And you say, I'm so sorry, there's an emergency at home. I'm very lucky because I have a dog, so I could just kind of use my dog to get out of pretty much anything.
That's good. I feel like I would just be like, oh, sorry, like, I've got to get up early tomorrow. Like, I wouldn't even say sorry. I'd be like, oh, I've got an early start tomorrow. Had a great time with you. I'll give you a shout next time.
This one's good. Any advice for dealing with mismatched libido in a relationship? I'm high and he's low.
Oh, that's key.
I think it's definitely a thing, but also too, I think it's common, especially in women, I think, for you to go through ebbs and flows with your cycle. Like at some points of your cycle, I don't really get a normal cycle. I don't know what I'm saying with that. Like when you're ovulating, you're more sexually charged. When you're in your luteal phase, maybe not. But then also to your partner, like it could be due to his work. He might be in like a really stressful position. I just always say, if you can't fix it with communication, it can't be fixed at all. And your partner...
What about the honey pack?
What's the honey pack?
It's like this honey that you can drink. It makes you really horny.
Okay, right. Well...
No, this is a thing. Some of my mates have taken it. Look, I'll quickly show you what it is.
But I think a lot of times libido, it can be like quite an emotional thing as well because it could feel like your partner doesn't want you, or sometimes you can feel like a pest. I don't know. Like I don't know what advice to give around this topic because I think it is quite a sensitive one.
I genuinely think take some sort of supplement that makes you horny as a guy.
But also, say if you've been together for quite a long time, do fun things to bring the spark back.
Yeah, and also I would argue that most guys do have a high libido, so if he doesn't, maybe you're just chopped.
You are never getting invited back on this channel ever again, boy.
I think it's going in.
Yeah, it is. I can see your little feet as well at the mirror of eye.
Switch up location. Location switch up's always good as well if the vibes aren't really there. So maybe take him to a hotel.
Oh, I thought you meant I need to switch up my filming location. I was having quite a rush.
No, I'm saying, yeah, if he doesn't want to smash, take him to a hotel, dim the lights, put some good...
But then imagine even that doesn't work. Yeah, at what point does it become like there's no sexual attraction there? I have got to points in relationships before where the attraction leaves and it's genuinely the worst thing in the entire world. Like I don't think anyone talks about it enough as well, like the guilt that you feel around that. Not to scare you, probably I'm like just feel like I'm literally giving you the worst advice ever.
But yeah, because I also have another question as well, because my question to that would be, if someone isn't, if you're not sexually attracted to that person, do you even really like them much? Because I think even if when you really like someone, you are sexually attracted to them.
Yeah, you are. But that's when the love starts to fade. Is like you realise the love's fading because that attraction's gone.
Yeah.
But I think, as I said in the beginning, it boils down to if it can't be fixed with communication, it can't be fixed at all, doll. So just have a big, open and honest chat, and as long as you're both willing to like work at ways around it, I think you should be great.
Oh my god.
What?
I just watched a baby being born. I actually never seen a baby being born before.
Either have I really don't want to.
That is terrifying.
Yeah. I'm gonna go do my eyeliner off camera very quickly. I'll be back. And we have a grand total of 10 minutes. I haven't even touched my hair yet. I doubt it's even fully dry. Do you want to get married and have kids? Yes, I think I probably do. I definitely want to get married. Although I feel like when you get to the age of like 25, I talk about myself like I'm so old. I'm very aware I'm still young. I still feel very young as well. I'm still fun, still got it. But kids and stuff starts to seem a little bit more realistic. If I'm being completely honest, it terrifies the absolute living daylights out of me for many reasons, which I think are a bit deep and intense to go into right now. But it's not something that is gonna happen in the immediate future. This makes me sad. Someone said, how do I get over this when it isn't my decision and you're constantly seeing him? That's got to be a really, really tough situation for you to be in, and my heart does go out to you, sorry. I think it's probably like not the advice you want to hear, but I've had friends who are in similar situations where like they're in the same friendship group and like exes are always around, and I've just seen it end in tears, and like I can't imagine how hard it is. But I think if it's sorry, if it's honestly that painful, maybe don't go to every single hangout or say to your friend, hey, like this really affects me and this really hurts me. could we kind of like hang out separately and also have a conversation with him about it? I'd hope that he'd reciprocate and understand where you're coming from. So say you've got one person's birthday like 1 week, maybe one of you go and then the next week the other person go, or like, I don't know. It's difficult to say because I've never found myself in that position before. I don't think you can get over someone, in all honesty, when you're constantly in the same vicinity as them. I don't know how anyone would do that. I also hope when you watch these videos, like if you feel really alone in a situation or like you're the only one who's hurting over your ex, it gives you some comfort that you're not the only one. Do you know what I mean? Like hearing other girls going through the same situation. Obviously I don't like to think of any of you ever struggling, ever. It breaks my heart and I'll kill them. But there are going to be so many things in your life that you think you'll never get over, you'll never recover, you'll never feel like yourself again, you'll never get your confidence back, and you always do. You always come out better, and what's meant to be will be. You just have to roll with the punches, babe. I cannot get past the first date. Is it because I'm too sexy and funny or what? Probably. Maybelline Sky High, or even like Maybelline Lash Sensational. Just any Maybelline waterproof mascara. Moving on from first relationship, I keep thinking I've moved on and then I get sad again. It's really important to remember with anything, getting over anything, healing from anything, it is never linear. And I always say there's a difference between getting over someone and then getting over the way that they made you feel. I probably still have like views of myself or react to things a certain way because of past situations that have happened to me in my life, and like I probably behave certain ways in relationships because of things that have happened in past relationships. But it's also really important to know, I hate to break it to you, but no one's coming to save you, and the only person who can fix it is you. Is your responsibility to fix, and you don't want it to block any blessings or like potential happy, healthy relationships that are coming along. I feel like it's very common for past traumas to like make you self-sabotage. I spoke about this in my last video and like my experience with that. But you have to constantly reaffirm yourself that you are worthy of love, you're capable of finding love, and genuinely the only thing that makes your partner special is the love that you have for them. So once you take control back of that and you sort of pour it back into yourself for a while, it will make the world of a difference. And everyone loves like a confident person. I feel like it's a trait that really, really radiates. So once you start feeling like yourself again and you fully heal, and not from like quick fixes of male gratification or male validation or going around and getting with loads of boys or like going out every weekend, which I know is like the really fun and easy way to do it, trust me, like it could be a lot easier. But really sit with your feelings and like maybe how it's affected you and tackle it head on. Right, I need to get dressed really quickly and I'll come back. I don't have time to do my hair, this is devastating news, but my dress is from Outcast. We're literally running out the door. Sorry, this has been so rushed and so brash, but it's a little bit of fun anyway, and I just... who'd have thought this series would end up here, hey? Love you girls so much, as I said before. Don't forget there is a vlog coming, so I guess we'll see you guys then. And do you want to do the honours of saying like and
subscribe and smash the fuck out of that subscribe button.
Yay! Love ya!